shop at this end. This will be your last assignment. There are two targets. Varna Ketlin, a former Romanian circus performer who's now a big player in the global grey market, and a CIA operative who's been playing both sides of the fence. Ketlin's hosting a masquerade party at the Shark Club in Vegas, and the CIA op will be there to close a deal. Even if this job isn't a setup, your presence will almost definitely be expected. You're our only surviving agent, 47. Find out whoever it is that's been coming after us. Eliminate both targets, and anyone that targets you, and exit in the vehicle I'll have ready for you in the parking garage. You've been a very effective agent. It's been pleasant to work with you. I hope the future is kind to you.
Hello there everyone, I am your German snob. This time we don't get a cutscene before the mission, so that means we can start directly. So this is the second to last real mission in this game. Meaning after we finish that one there is one more mission and a sort of epilogue that I don't want to spoil right now. Well, it seems like our cutscene happens now.
The dirty CIA agent will be there to drop the high-tech weapons on the host. Eliminate both of them.
Anything else?
It'll probably be crawling with other enemy operatives.
Have you identified them?
They're paid by the franchise.
The franchise? That's Parcheesi's group. What's their business here tonight?
I think you are. You and I are all that's left of the Agency 47, and I doubt I'll survive much longer.
I'm sorry to hear that. Has my fee been transferred?
More than usual. I'm splitting what's left of the agency's resources with you. Good luck, 47. It's been quite a ride.
Good luck yourself.
You know, this is one of those games where it somewhat seems like the people who wrote the story and the people who were responsible for the gameplay just kind of sat in two different rooms and were never allowed to interact in any way whatsoever.
What are you, an undertaker? Get lost.
And, well, what can I say? What I want to do here first is get in there. So that's what I will try to do.
Get out of here, buddy. There's gonna be trouble.
Because I'm pretty sure that I remember that in there we get the camera tape.
What are you, an undertaker?
Though I don't really
Get lost.
remember all that well how to get in there. But I think that this might not really work. Okay, so there's the videotape. I think I kind of have an idea of what to do for once in my life. Though something tells me it will not turn out to be too easy. No, I don't plan to trespass. I just kind of want to distract you. Somehow we need to get rid of all of these free security guards. Well, not get rid, but rather distract them. Are you going to pick up that briefcase? I really hope you won't. Good. Alright, so what I want to do...
What are you, an undertaker? Get lost.
We've already heard that line various times now. Can I drop a coin right here and will they hear me?
What part of the costume party didn't you understand?
No, doesn't seem like it.
What's that sound?
But now I think we are getting there.
Get out of here, buddy. There's gonna be
Though still not quite. Oh, for the... Truth be told, I don't know what to do here. So I'm going to make a cut. See ya in a minute. You know what? I think I know what to do. I think I know. Because what I want to do first is get in here,
I
talk
left
to
my
him.
briefcase here this afternoon. I was told it would be held in the staff room there. Could I have it, please?
No one told me about any briefcase.
Are you saying it's been stolen?
Hold on, I'll check.
You'll do that, because what I want to do is to knock out this guard here. Take his uniform and then use it to steal the videotape. As I have to admit, it's been a while since I've last played this game. Or rather, since I last played this mission. Which means that I can't quite remember everything about it in detail.
No one has to get hurt here.
But nonetheless, I will knock him out. Take his uniform. And that should open up the path to progress. So first of all, I'm going to steal that videotape. I don't know if guards will attack me if they see me stealing the videotapes, even if I'm disguised as one of them. So I'm going to make a save here. Yes, I thought so. I have to admit, that was probably a bit careless of me, but I did save before, so I don't think we should be in any real danger here. So, does this work? Yes, it does. So now the videotape is mine. And that would be the first step to our victory in this level. Because now I want a different disguise. That I will get by going down here. Because what I want is this man's clothes right here. Of course, what I don't want is to be seen by...
Get away. I'm sick.
by a guard roaming this parking lot. And it appears I can't use him as a human shield. Which is just kind of weird, which means that I have to rely on a sedative. Which apparently doesn't work either. But never mind that. Sure, because the guest uniform is just laying around here. That was of course my mistake. I thought what I wanted to do was to get that guy's disguise, but that of course was completely wrong. Like, I have no idea how I even got that idea that that's what I had to do. So that means I'm going to take my suitcase with the sniper rifle with me. Which we are kind of going to need. At least I think so. I am actually quite confident that there would be some way to avoid using it. But seeing how I don't remember that way very well, I feel much safer in bringing it with me. Oh, and by the way, it's probably in my interest not to take too long. I think that there is one target in this level who I want to take out at a specific point in time. And now I'm a guest. Very good. What? No, I didn't want to change. I want to pick up the suitcase. Yeah, like that. And now I should be able to go up. Though not here.
But I have to search you, sir.
But here you have to search me first. Which means that I should probably take off my... that I should probably drop my guns here. So that I can go up. So now you can feel free to search me.
Some of these guys are fine.
Alright, go ahead. As you might not be able to tell, this level is set on a
Thanks. You're all set.
costume party. It has the vague theme of heaven and hell. Now, first we want to go to heaven, of course. And there we want to take out our first target. Well, if anything is to be said, our first real target. There is another person on this level that we have to kill. I'm sorry, I misspoke there. What I meant was, of course, there is another person on this floor that I have to kill. And that's what I'm probably going to do. But first of all, our first target is in the toilet right now. Well, there he is. That's the guy. And apparently we are ever so slightly too late. Which means that I am going to take him out in the elevator instead. The other person that we have to kill is that singer right there. But that can wait. So, let's climb through the hatch. And then wait for our first target. And until he arrives, I'm going to make a cut here. See you in a minute. Change of plan actually. We want to assassinate him right here in the toilet.
Get out of here.
Though we want to wait for the chef to leave the room. I think that would, all things considered, be safer than to kill him in the elevator. I don't really want to shoot him, and if I was to attack him right now, he would probably see me in the mirror. So that means I have to distract him, once again. Just like that. Then I can get out my fiber wire. And then strangle him. Now it would be pretty nice if no one came in here. Until I have his body stuffed away in there. Which, looking at the physics in this game, tends to be a bit finicky. Can I close the door? Yeah, I thought so. But at least our first target would be eliminated. And now we have his clothes. Now what he has with him here is another rifle suitcase, so I shouldn't have brought one, seeing how he has one on him anyway. But our sniper rifle is the better one. I mean, it's modified and everything. As I already mentioned, our other target... We are not allowed up here, aren't we? I thought so. Our other target is the singer. You couldn't tell, but she's actually a counter-assassin. And if we were to confront her in her personal changing room, she would one-hit kill us. If she happens to be there, I can showcase it. But I'm right now not quite sure of that. Are we even allowed in here? I think we are. And that's good. Hello! Hey, don't you want to do that thing that you're doing? By chance? Because I... Ah yeah, now you're doing that thing that you're doing. Yep. And now we are dead. It's, yeah. You have to be a bit more careful when confronting her. So let's try that again, but this time, just kill her. Would probably be safer to do. If we wanted to, we could probably just shoot her. But I'm not too much of a friend of just shooting my enemies, so... let's see if I can sneak up behind her and strangle her as well. Right now, she doesn't see me. I would very much like to keep it that way. Yeah, you look out of the window there, lady. That was fast. Okay. And on that laptop, there should be some data that I want. I'm kind of afraid that someone will find her body in here. But even if someone was to come in here and just have a normal look, then he probably still couldn't see the body because it's behind the sofa. Good. So time to take care of our other two targets, which are in the hell section of this party. Here we go. Let's go down to the garage again. I am quite sure on how to eliminate the first of our other two targets, but I'm not too sure on the other one. I happen to know for a fact that it is possible to accident kill one of them. But I never actually managed to do it. So let's see how that's going to turn out. And of course I can just go through here, which means that I can also take my guns with me. Yep. I feel much safer now. So here we go. And down we go. Into the basement. Which, as you can probably guess, has a hell motif to it. And the elevator ride is a far bit shorter than it is up to heaven. Yeah. The whole style of the place really commits to its motif. You are the other target, aren't you? No, you aren't. That was another guy. Never mind then. That was him, the Red Devil. He's one of our two other targets, and there is a specific way in which we have to assassinate him, but we are gonna get there. Because first, it's someone else who we have to look out for. And as I said, I'm not too sure on how to do it. But I think I remember having to go in here and to rig the pyro show. Which might turn out to be the way we have to accident kill our other target. Let's see if that works out. There she is. Is she going to die now? Because I would very much appreciate that. Though at the moment it doesn't really look like it. No, not at all. Oh yeah, it did work out. Great. So much for her. But there is one left. And while I already saw him, I am not too sure on his position right now.
Cool dress, man.
It's over 47.
I think he might be down on the dance floor. He might also be not. You can never know. Yeah, I don't think he actually is. I'm just wondering, this area is not too big, so should I make a cut here or... Oh, hey, it's you, right?
Ah, Mr. 47. The fates conspire to throw us together at last.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Don't be coy with me, 47. I know all about you. You're just the ungainly outcome of a childish experiment with genetic tinker toys. Super assassin, indeed. You're less than human, and I intend to prove it.
How do you intend to do that?
We're going to duel. Meet me in the room marked Torture Chamber.
And that's exactly what it sounds like. A forced action section. Imagine one of these every 10 minutes and you have a pretty good idea of what Hitman Absolution is like. You know, Hitman Absolution, I never really touched upon this topic in this game that much, seeing how that's not the game that we're playing. But Hitman Absolution was a game with problems. For once, it tried to... we have to wait for him. For once it tried to revamp the way disguises work in this game. That means if you ran into one who is wearing the same disguise as you are, chances are he is going to... chances are he is going to attack you if he acknowledges that
Here we stand.
you're not actually one of his
World's
colleagues.
Best and second best assassins. Only the former will leave this room alive. The soundproofing will prevent any interruptions. Your equipment is positioned by the couch. Arm yourself appropriately, my mutant adversary, and we'll commence.
If that's what you want.
Now, of course, I brought my own equipment, and I'm going to argue that it's a fair bit better than what he has to offer for us. So as I said, this is a forced action section pretty much. There's a bunch of cover around, but all things considered, he's going to go down fairly easily. This game is not really cut out for extended gunfights. I think that much can be said. Especially not, and apparently he has the key, okay. Especially not if you went out of your way to modify your weapons to be stronger. But yeah, that's actually it for this level. For being very late in the game, it's also really quite easy. Only thing left to do is to escape. And that's just what we're going to do. So we go back the way we came in. But yeah, I'm gonna take this opportunity to complain about Hitman Absolution a bit more. Because as I said, it had a lot of forced action sections. Meaning that you could hardly go 10 minutes before running into a mandatory gunfight. And there weren't really any ways to avoid it. You know, Absolution made the effort to be more story-driven than Blood Money. And I think for a game like Hitman, that's not really a positive, if you can follow me. I mean, here in Blood Money, the story doesn't really factor all that much into the game. It's kind of there in the background, only really told in cutscenes, while having pretty much no bearing on the gameplay. Which of course has its has a share of problems as well. I'm not going to deny that. But on the other hand, it's also a way to avoid forcing us on any sort of linear path, and therefore enables a more open sense of level design, which really suits the kind of game that this is. And now how do I escape? Oh, I have to take a car. There. Which really suits the style of game that this is. Which is why it's arguably the best part of the series. Or at least so people say who have played the complete series. Which I'm not one of them. I've played this game and the sequel. On the other hand though, Hitman Absolution also had some controversy before it even came out, because there was, well, as I already said, it had kind of that B-movie grindhousey style to it. And there's a cutscene, so I'm going to stop talking. And I might lose the trail of thought and have a pick.
47. Oh, hey! It's me! It's me! Stop! It's me! I'm cool! Come on! Ah!
What are you doing here?
Just relax, please. You're my only hope. There's no one else.
Your only hope for what?
They're gonna kill the president. Don't want him re-elected. He'll legalize cloning, ruin their plans.
Who are they?
You know, them. Already got a cloning program. Want the technology to themselves.
They can have it. I don't play politics. Now give me one good reason why I shouldn't put a bullet in your head.
I've got millions. Got the diamonds back there. Red suitcases worth millions. All yours.
What's the job?
They want to hit the president in 3 days. In the White House. You get in there, protect him. Take the assassins out.
Show me the money.
Thank God. Here's some. You get the rest after. What do you say?
I'll contact you with instructions on how to get me the rest of the money up front, and how to get me the mission details.
But then how can I be sure that...
If you're on the level, I'll do the job. If you're not, you won't be needing the money.
So, I was talking about Hitman Absolution. It garnered some controversy before it even came out, because... Hey, what's my rating? Silent Assassin, yay! Before it came out, because a teaser trailer that came out quite a long time before the actual game featured a squad of assassins dressed in very revealing, very sexualized nun habits. And I think it was pretty much the first, no, I might be wrong here, but it was one of the earlier occasions where this caused an outrage on the internet, mostly by feminists, which, as I have to remark on this point, and I'm sorry to climb on my personal soapbox here, I found rather misguided. Because generally I never really saw the way that sexualization of fictional characters is actually sexist. You might make a point for it being somewhat immature, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you. But as long as sexualization doesn't necessarily go together with objectification, I would not in any way say that it's sexist. And I wouldn't in any way say that it shouldn't be the right of a creative mind who works in any way of creative medium to bow down to the expectations of the people who in any way take offense to this. Because in my opinion, that sense of artistic freedom is something that we need to savor. And something that shouldn't be neutered, just on the off chance that some people might take offense to it. And now let me climb down off my soapbox and say, I am your German snob, this is Let's Play Hitman Blood Money, and I'm going to be seeing you again at some point next week. Truth be told, I'm going to spend most of next week, or at least most of my free time next week, playing GTA 5 till my hands fall off. But I will make time for this game next weekend. So see you then. And until then, have a wonderful time and goodbye.